Hello everyone, this is me Debashmita Sharkar. Today we are going to talk about nutrition in animals. So let's begin. Different ways of taking food. Each species or type of organisms has their own way of taking in food. Bees and hummingbirds suck plant nectars in front of humans, and some animals feed on mother's milk. Snakes, such as python, consume the animals upon which they prey. Aquatic animals filter small food particles floating close by and feed on them. Digestion in humans. The digestive tract and the associated glands together constitute the digestive system in humans. This constitutes the whole path along which food moves through the body, starting from the mouth and ending at the anus. Digestive tracts include the esophagus, stomach, small intestine, and large intestine. Salivary glands, liver, and pancreas are the major digestive glands. Buccal cavity. The buccal cavity is more commonly known as the mouth, and it is the beginning of the digestive system for humans. It consists of the tongue and teeth. Teeth helps in chewing food and breaking down food into smaller particles. Tongue, fleshy muscular organ attached at the back of the floor of the buccal cavity. Saliva is secreted in the mouth and helps in the breakdown of food. Tongue. It is a muscular organ, fleshy in nature, attached to the back of the base of the buccal cavity. It helps in mixing saliva with food while chewing and aids in swallowing. The tongue possesses taste buds that help us recognize different tastes. Tooth decay. Bacteria present in mouth break the sugars present from the leftover food and release acid. These acids gradually damage the teeth and results in tooth decay. Esophagus or food pipe. The food that is swallowed passes into the esophagus. It is a muscular tube about 25 cm long with a sphincter or valve at each end. Its function is to transport food and fluid after being swallowed from the mouth to the stomach. Food is propelled down by as there in movement through the walls of the food pipe. Stomach. It is a thick, walled, bag-like structure. It obtains food from the food pipe and opens into the small intestine and towards the other opening. The inner lining of the stomach produces mucus, HCl, and other digestive juices. Food is churned into semi-solid mass in the stomach. Enzymes present in the gastric juice disintegrate the food. Hydrochloric acid helps in partial digestion of proteins and also kills harmful bacteria. Small intestine. This is a highly coiled organ of 7.5 meters length. It receives secretion from the liver and pancreas. Complete digestion and absorption of food takes place in the small intestine. The inner wall of the intestine have finger-like outgrowth called villi. Villi is increased in the surface area for absorption of food. Each villus has a small network of blood vessels. Absorbed food by villi is transferred to the body via blood vessels. Large intestine. It is wider and shorter than the small intestine. It is 1.5 meter in length. Absorption of water and salt from undigested food occurs in the large intestine. Remaining waste matter is passed out through the rectum. Time to time, facial matter is removed through the anus, which is known as egestion. Anus. The anus is the opening at the end of the human digestive tract. The removal of facial matter from the large intestine occurs through the anus, and this process is known as egestion. Saliva and salivary glands. Three pairs of salivary glands are present around the mouth, and they pour their secretion saliva into the mouth by salivary ducts. Saliva has mucus and salivary amylase. Mucus helps in easy passage of food through the food pipe. Salivary amylase is an enzyme responsible for breaking of starch content of food into simpler sugars. Gallbladder. The gallbladder is a small pear-shaped organ present under the liver on the right side of the body. It stores bile juice secreted by the liver. Bile plays an important role in the digestion of fats. Ingestion. The process of taking food into the body is called ingestion. Digestion. The breakdown of complex components of food into the simpler substance is known as digestion. Partial digestion takes place in the stomach and complete digestion takes place in the intestine. Absorption and assimilation in small intestine. The digested food is taken up by the blood vessels lining the small intestine's wall. This phenomenon is referred to as the absorption. The inner walls of the small intestine have many finger-like outgrowths called villi. The substances that are absorbed are transported through blood vessels to various organs of the body, where it is utilized to build complex substances like proteins essential for the body. This is known as assimilation. Digestion in grass-eating animals. Digestive system in grass-eating animals is different from that of humans. These animals are chewing continuously even when they are not eating. They swallow the grass very fast and store it in the chamber called rumen. In the rumen, the bacteria partially digest the food, and now it is called the cud. Later, cud reverts to the mouth and animal chews it again slowly. This phenomenon is referred to as the rumination, and the animals are called ruminants. They also have very long small intestine, which helps in complete digestion of cellulose, the main component of the grass. Now we'll know about the cud, which is the partially digested food returned from rumen into the mouth for further chewing, is called as cud. Rumination is the process by which the cattle regurgitates previously consumed feed and masticates it a second time. Amoeba. Amoeba is a single-celled organism, microscopic in nature, found in pond water. Amoeba regularly changes its shape and position. Process of digestion in amoeba. Amoeba captures the food particles with the help of pseudopodia. This process is known as phagocytosis. A food vacuole is thus created with the food material inside. Digestive juices are produced in the food vacuole when it is moving through the cytoplasm. They act on the food and disintegrate it down into simpler substances, and the digested food is then absorbed. Finally, the food vacuole opens to the outside and undigested food is released into surrounding water. Thank you.